Welcome to the Lakeshow podcast, brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Play responsibly. You must be 18 years or older.
Good times.
Indeed. I'm Allie Clifton alongside Chris McGee and Mike Bresnahan. How are we doing, guys? How are we feeling?
Pretty good.
Brez, go ahead. Pretty good.
Welcome back to this side of the Mississippi, Brez.
Yeah. Just flew in from Chicago this morning. Was hanging out with our friend Jason at the Bears-Steelers tailgate in
Soldier Field.
Soldier Field. You've been to some cool tailgates,
Yeah.
Allie. I know you have too, Allie. You haven't been to a tailgate, so you've been to a Chicago Bears tailgate at Soldier Field.
I've never been there.
And you really haven't been to a tailgate until you've been to a tailgate at Soldier Field, and they're playing the Steelers, and you are rooting for the Steelers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you have Steeler gear on?
Oh, very, very low key.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Not like, it was like a hat with just the yellow circle
Yeah,
around
you weren't
it.
going in full gear.
No.
Face
I
painted.
didn't want to get murdered.
Yeah.
So I decided, play it cool. And everyone we tailgated with thought it was hilarious. They're like, you should have worn more Steelers gear. They don't care. The Steelers aren't the enemy.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers, that's the enemy.
That's the enemy.
And after being at Soldier Field yesterday all day, I really don't understand how our old friend Anthony Davis could grow up in Chicago and be a Green Bay Packers fan, because they hate the Packers.
It was all because of, what's the receiver's name that he went to college with and he was good buddies with? He said it. That's why.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make any sense.
No. In fact,
Randall Cobb, I want to say.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think you're right. As you walk through a tunnel there to get into Soldier Field, there's an obscene, they're playing the Steelers, remind you. There's an obscene chant, anti-Packers chant, that everyone chants as they walk through this tunnel. If it's a concert, if you're playing the Steelers, if you're playing the Green Bay Packers, it's a different level. It was really fun, actually.
I feel like you also failed to mention that you were with all Bears fans.
Yes, I was not among my Steeler brethren, and so I took a little gamble, I took a little chance, but
I'm proud of you, Brez.
yeah, I would never wear Packer stuff.
Yeah, we missed
That's
you.
smart.
Like they had Packer, anti-Packer stuff everywhere. One guy had a blow-up doll dressed in Packer gear hanging from the top of his truck, and it was
Wow.
Yeah. Then this is Bears Steelers. They don't play the Packers for another month probably, but.
My brother figured out that it's Soldier Field, not Soldier
Yeah,
Stadium.
your brother kept saying Soldier Stadium.
Yeah, just to make people mad.
Yeah, and people like
And your brother's now a Bears fan.
He's now a Bears fan.
He is.
Quickly became a Bears fan.
as is his very lovely girlfriend.
I'm a Lakers fan.
You're a Lakers fan?
Yes.
And a Rams fan.
And the Rams
You had a
are
good
rolling.
day.
Yeah, we had a good day
Yeah.
yesterday.
We had a good day yesterday, especially because we got to spend it together.
We
with our
did.
good old friend Robert Ory. So let's dive into it, because every day it seems like Luka Dončić, he does something historic. He's leading the league in scoring, in case you didn't know, at 34.5 points per game. He's the first player in NBA history with over 400 points and 100 assists in his first 12 games. And you're really kind of running out of superlatives to give this guy. But we say it a lot about, the older heads. LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant. This is a guy, too. You just can't get enough, and you got to appreciate what you're watching.
That's a crazy stat right there, Brez. First player in NBA history with 400 points and 100 assists
Yeah.
in his first 12 games. He's having fun doing it.
Yeah.
The pace that he can play at, changing, fast, slow, it's really been remarkable. I think he's also fourth in the league in steals. Did I hear that today correctly? So he's doing it all, and he's been phenomenal, man. It's been super fun to watch. Just, how he's embraced, I think, being here. He now feels like a Laker personally, I think. He got through all that stuff in the summer, and he's on his way to having a great year. It's been awesome.
Just a week ago, Geet, we were talking about on one of our shows, hey, is he who are the MVP candidates? I had him third. Now it's like, no, they keep winning. He is a legit MVP candidate. And of course, you got to look at OKC first. You got to think Shea. They've lost one game. They're like 94-1 or whatever. But I think Luka, if he keeps putting up these obscene numbers and the Lakers keep winning, it's going to be a real interesting race. And of course, you can't forget Jokic from Denver. Mm-hmm. But Eric Gordon's going to be out for a while, guys. 4 to 6
and
weeks.
Christian Brown.
Yeah.
No, that's tough for
So
them.
they might start kind of skiing down the standards a few spots.
That hurt. He was having a great year.
Christian Brown. Oh, Aaron Gordon. Yeah.
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 Brown
Start
had
off with
too.
that 50 ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that could hurt them.
So I think Luka right now is probably my second pick for MVP.
And you know what? He's not even hitting threes yet.
That's the scary part.
He's at a career low.
Yep.
31%. So you got to think that's going up at some point, even just to 34 to 35. He's never been a 40% because the volume is so much, and he shoots a lot of tough threes. But if that starts to go, man, he'll be 30 every night.
Yeah, he and AR are both shooting 32%.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. When those guys start hitting threes, look out. But do you think, okay, Shea, we all knew OKC was going to win a lot of games, be the first seed in the West.
I didn't know that they were going to put it on like this.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I knew they were capable. I just didn't know that they'd come out like this. This is another level.
Do you feel like if the Lakers finish second, do you think Luka could overtake Shea for MVP? Or does it depend on how many games OKC wins?
I believe that is in our bucket or brick, so I'm going to hold off on my answer. Tease for Jack, our producer. But
Good job, Jack.
that is a great debate.
Right.
We're so far from that, though, to me. Like, we're 16 games in. It's hard to, think what's going to happen, in March.
So,
but if the Lakers are in the conversation, I've always said this on this air. If the Lakers are in it, if they're top 3 team, top 5-6 overall record, and the Lakers are right there, and Luka's having this kind of year, he is going to be in the conversation. If he is a top 3 candidate with Jokic and Shea, then it's a win. That means the Lakers have done remarkable things. Yeah. So I'm going to go with yes.
Some guy at Soldier Field yesterday, or Soldier Stadium, as Allie's brother would have called it, he comes up to me. He kind of knew what I did. Mm-hmm. He's like, dude, the Lakers might win it all this year. And a month ago, I would have been like, well, yeah, they're going to finish like 5th or 6th in the West. Yeah. We're going to have to win a bunch of games. But now he was dead serious, and I was dead serious too. I'm like, you know what? You're right.
A lot of positive stuff, man. When you win your first 12 out of 16 games, 14 of them without LeBron, feels good.
Speaking of, we'll make that transition now. Shifting gears to LeBron. He's played in 2 games since his return, getting reacclimated, if you will. The scoring a little bit down, obviously, from his career average through the first 2. He had 12 assists in the first one, 8 last night in Utah. We saw a couple of dunks, one that made Utah call a timeout 57 seconds into the game. He's still age 40, approaching 41. He said prior to his return, there's no team in the world that I can't fit in on. What have you made of it so far?
Allie, I'm really impressed. I mean, right now, he's 5th on the team in scoring average. It's only been 2 games. That's going to rise a little bit, right? But I go back to when reporters about a week ago were like, hey, man, how are you going to be when you get back in the lineup? The team was 10-4 at the time. He kind of scoffed at the notion that people are like, people being the media, were kind of soft pedaling around, these guys are winning games. How are you going to adjust? He's like, dude, he basically said, I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to screw things up. I've played with a few different teams and a few different styles. Things are going to be fine. So he's right. The media has to ask those questions. If the Lakers are 4-10 at the time that he comes back, you can say, hey, you're going to be the savior. But when they're 10-4, the media is like, are you going to be all right fitting in? And the answer is yes. He leads the team in assists average, 12 a game. It's only 2 games again. That's probably going to go down a little, or it's a 10 a game, whatever it is. He's playing great. He's distributing, fitting in absolutely, even though he loves fitting out sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think it was a question. I think it is funny because of social media that those, you get random people asking,
right.
Are they better without him?
Nope.
And I think it was Jovan. We were here having a show and talking about I mean, he finished 5th or 6th in the MVP standings. Yep. He was 6th on All NBA, made an All NBA team. Like, you're obviously better with him on the court. So, I mean, listen, if you haven't been watching him for 22 years, maybe you're wondering how he's going to fit in, but he's played on every Olympic teams, whatever Laker team. Like, he can fit with any kind of style of basketball. So obviously he's one of the highest IQ guys. He sees what's going on for 14 games. So he's fitting in perfectly. Now, how will he play? Like, a lot of it's going to be determined on when he's starting to feel really in good shape. Because right now, the one thing that's hurting him, and he admits it, is the wind, right? Mm-hmm. You only get that by playing basketball games. So he plays a game and he has 5 days off. That's not great for him because he's in great shape personally, but to get into that basketball shape, when he's there, that's when I think we'll see the 20-22 a game because he's going to have to score more, and he will.
Yeah. As you kind of see it come to fruition then for this squad, we were just touching on it. When you win 12 of 16, it's an interesting thing. They're second in the West at 12-4, behind only that of OKC. They're tied with the Nuggets. But how about this? 10-2 in their last 12. They're 8-0 when leading at the half, and they're 6-0 in clutch games. They haven't faced Denver yet. They haven't faced Houston yet. They have faced OKC. We know how that went. Are they really the second best team in the West?
Yes, and here's why. You got Denver, who you just mentioned, Heat. They're going to be struggling for a while. By the time they get everybody healthy, they might realistically be 4th in the West, 5th in the West. I don't want to say 6th. That seems like too far of a drop. You got Houston. They're starting to figure things out. But I don't know how can they stop the Lakers? I don't think they have quite enough defensive chops to stop what the Lakers are doing, although Houston is starting to score. San Antonio's hurt for a little bit. Obviously, Wemby out for another few weeks. You know, I feel like the Lakers, I feel like they really are the second best team in the West. And they have a nice week coming up schedule-wise. The three teams are about to play: Clippers, New Orleans, and Dallas, who's having a horrible start. These teams are combined 12-40 this year. So, you know, definitely the Lakers winning vibes should keep going. Don't be surprised if they're 15-4 at the end of this week.
Yeah, I would love to keep booking these wins against the teams that you're supposed to. I think I said it last week on the show. We showed the 8 games coming up, and I go, it's the first time in a long time where you can honestly say they will be favored in all 8. Doesn't mean they win, but they're going to be favored going into that game. That is a great feeling, but now you have to actually go out and do it. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Obviously, everyone can have a great night in the NBA. I don't know yet if they're the second best team in the West. I'll say this. I think potentially they can be the second best team in the West. I still think Houston's a problem. I still think the Spurs are coming. I still think the Warriors will get it together. I still think Denver's great. So I just think there's too many teams. Minnesota, I still think there's too many teams in there to kind of, figure that whole puzzle out. But potentially they are. And we couldn't say that coming into the season.
No.
We had them, let's hope, for 4th, 5th. But now that you've seen things through 15, 16 games, getting into a quarter of the season here after the next 5, they are potentially the second best team in the West. And that is an awesome feeling.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a substantial amount of games. It's not.
Yeah.
It's still, but what is it about around Christmas time?
That's Phil Jackson's credo.
How many games is that typically then?
It's about 30 to 35, I want to say.
Okay.
And his thing is, you know what you have at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's about 30 games. And they're 1 month away. A month from now is Christmas Eve, so they're almost there.
Listen, it's about staying consistent. Health-wise, obviously, is going to be key. They've already battled so many of these injuries. So it'd be nice to stay healthy for a nice bit of time here so they can really start to gel. And also, I'm sure we'll talk about this sometime this week, but they got to shoot the ball better.
Yeah.
They got to shoot the ball better if they want to stay in that category.
But the encouraging thing, as Braun mentioned last night,
they're winning without it.
12-4 without it.
Yep.
All right, so the Cup week is upon us. I feel like the NBA Cup group play is upon us in terms of you've got 2 games left. You got the Clippers on Tuesday, who you're tied with at 2-0 in group play. And then you've got the Mavs, of course, on Friday. 2 teams that Luka loves facing, even outside of the NBA Cup.
Makes me happy.
But they handle business this week, and then you have a chance to be a part of the NBA Cup tournament.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think much about it going into the year. But when you're 2-0.
When you're in it.
And you're in it, and all of a sudden you go, okay, you got the Clippers and Mavs at home. Like, we can win these games, and now you're in the quarters. Like, these games matter. So, for me, I've told you guys a million times, like, I care more about winning because these games count on your record. But if you can get into the playoffs, then that vibe starts to go up a little bit, and the energy and the more fun, and then you can really start to like, hey, this is cool.
Yeah, it was fun a couple of years ago when they won it all. Under the old name, the IST in-season tournament. That acronym never stuck, though, did it, Geet?
No, but if they go to Vegas, that means they're 5-0, Brez, in these Cup games, and that's what we want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have a home game for Amazon Prime on that Tuesday, the quarterfinals. So that would
that
be great if the Lakers.
Oh, is that what it is?
It depends on who the 2 teams are, but
it's like the 9th or something.
The
right?
9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the week it starts.
Possible home game.
Yeah.
That's when the point differential comes into play.
Oh, I don't understand
Point
all
differential.
Yeah, it
See,
was interesting.
I don't care about any of that. Just win. I'm with JJ. Just win the game.
Yeah.
And let the point differ. I mean, obviously, if there's ties, it matters. But I'm just saying, like, you want to win games.
Yeah, because it goes towards the regular season. Yeah. It was interesting because I had the Houston-Denver game on Friday.
Yeah.
Right? And even if Houston would have won that close game, the point differential, Denver was like plus 25 in the group. Every team is tied 1-1.
Were they in a weird tie situation?
But then, because they're all one. That's the pool of death. They're all 1-1.
Yeah.
And the Warriors put up those 2 epic performances in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Steph's 49 and 46.
So it's Warriors.
They're like last in the group.
OKC and Houston.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And there might be one more.
Wow.
In there.
I feel like the
Portland's in there, who beat Denver to start. Which was wild.
So point differential matters.
It matters. Yeah.
In those.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
That's crazy. That's wild.
We're taking a quick break. When we return, it's a round of what he mentioned, bucket or brick. Hoops fans, Morongo Casino Resort and Spa is a great place to catch all the action.
They've got great bars with incredible beers and cocktails.
Fantastic food, too, from snacks to seafood to steaks.
And big screens everywhere showing all the big games.
Endless slots and table games. I never want to leave.
Don't forget the great deals at Desert Hills Premium Outlets. Can't wait to show you what I got.
That's why I love Morongo.
A slam dunk of good times every time.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa is a California licensed gambling facility. You must be 18 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome back to the Lakeshow podcast. If you're enjoying the show, you can check out more original podcasts from our Spectrum News journalists on the Spectrum News app. Just head to the podcast section to listen to the latest episodes. You can download the Spectrum News app on the App Store or Google Play. It's time for a round of Bucket or Brick presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Play responsibly. You must be 18 years or older.
Good times.
Indeed. Bucket or Brick, Luka Dončić is the NBA MVP.
See, Brez, this is what I was talking about.
I scooped
We don't even
myself
waste time.
already.
We get right to it.
Yeah. Do you want to handle it first,
Okay.
since I already said my stupid thing? Yeah.
I want him to win the MVP, but I have to say Brick, and that hurts my soul. Do I think he's done? I mean, the fact that the Lakers are 12-4, and Luka's leading the league in scoring, but I just keep going back to this 17-1 OKC. I don't know what the streak's at right now, where Shea hasn't even had to play in fourth quarters because they're blowing everyone out, and he's still averaging 30 in 29 minutes. So until we can put a little dent into that little armor of theirs, which I think will happen, I think every team goes through it, but Luka's right there for me. He's number 2, but I just, because of what OKC's doing, I hope I'm wrong. I'd love for you to say Bucket.
No, I got to break it.
Yeah.
I just know how these votes go. And they want to reward the best team in the NBA. And if this OKC team, what are they on pace for, Geet?
Yeah.
72 wins?
Right now, they're right there with the all-time, Warriors.
It's crazy.
Bulls.
And the voters, it's 100 media members on this panel, Allie. Did you vote on it ever?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sure.
I used to for a few years, and I'm telling you, people care about wins and losses. What they do is, if your team had an unusually good year, then they give you the coach of the year.
Yeah.
Or maybe they say, okay, this guy is probably the most improved player. He really helped them get to 4th in the West. But it really, you look at who's the best team in the East, who's the best in the West. Is there an outstanding player on one of those two teams? Yeah, there's Shea. And Shea's numbers, are even stunted a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's not playing a lot of fourth
But I'll
quarters.
say this because you brought it up earlier in the show. If the Lakers continue this, and let's say they are a top 3 or 4, right now they're 3rd best in the NBA, and they are literally up there winning 50-something games, and he's top scorer in the league and still doing all these things and 3rd in assists, he's going to get votes.
Oh, for
he's
sure.
going to get votes, and that's really what's important to me. It's like he's in the combo.
It's not going to be unanimous because Wemby's hurt for probably too many games. So he might be out. It's not quite official. We don't know if he'll be able to.
Let's not forget what
hammer out
Jokic is
65
doing.
games. What's that?
Jokic is ridiculous.
I
what
know.
he's doing. So it's like, how can Steph?
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
I just feel like Jokic, his team's going to slide a little too far down in the standings. They just don't have the depth to compensate. Not many teams do when you lose guys like Aaron Gordon and Christian Brown. It's hard to overcome that.
Welcome to our world.
Yeah, right.
Staying on the theme of Luka Dončić, he channeled Showtime Sunday with a nutmeg on Kevin Love and a lob to Jackson Hayes for a huge slam. Bucket or Brick, Luka's nutmeg is the play of the year so far.
I will say Bucket on this one, Brez. It was one of those plays that
he was screaming.
It was just Rob too, and that's very rare, right?
Yeah.
Like we all went nuts because it just the steal, and then just the creativity in that split second to just know that I can't get around him, I can't get through him, but the ball can nutmeg him, and then I'll run around this way, get it with my same hand, go and lob it to Jackson Hayes, and he'll throw an absolute hammer dunk down, even though no one knew Jackson was coming but Luka, because Rui looked like he was going to catch the lob, but then Rui said, that's out of my coverage.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Play of the year so far.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm gonna absolutely bucket this. When you have a guy like Kevin Love, who's been around a long time, but I feel like he's been the subject of a couple, maybe even the victim of a couple plays of the year. You've got the
Especially
LeBron
with Lakers.
right. Kevin Love should just play sick anytime he plays against Lakers. Yeah, the guy's had an amazing career. Really like Kevin a lot, but sorry, that's the play of the year, Allie. And
isn't he really funny on social media now?
Oh,
I wonder if he'll have something clever.
Yeah.
With this. Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah. I've heard you should hear him in the text chain.
About
Apparently, it's even better.
I bet.
We'll see Chris Paul on Tuesday, who recently announced that this will be his final NBA season. Bucket or Brick, CP3 is a top 5 point guard of all time.
Geet, I think I know what you're going to do with this, just because you're not a big Clippers guy. You're not a big Chris Paul guy. I feel like you're still.
I like Chris Paul a lot. Okay. I'm not a Clippers guy for sure, but remember he's played for a lot of
I feel like
teams.
I feel like you still haven't gotten over the 2011 vetoed trade where the Lakers should have acquired Chris
Absolutely
Paul.
upsets me, but I don't blame him.
Right. Okay, so I'll go first. I'll set
NBA.
the table for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to bucket it. I think he's probably my fifth best. I never like talking about guys I didn't see play a lot, so I feel like I can't even judge Oscar Robertson. So I'm just not going to consider him. But ahead of CP3, I'm going to have Irvin Magic Johnson, obviously, John Stockton, the all-time leader in assists, even though some of those might have been generously applied by the Salt Lake City stats crew back in the day. Our friend Steve Nash, I feel like he's got to be there too.
He's got to be up there for me.
What I had, is that 3? I think Steph Curry. Yeah, he's point guard. I mean, he's kind of a point guard who plays
Jason
like a shooting guard. But you probably got to put the all-time best shooter in there, Geet.
Yeah.
I got CP3 fifth, and I know I'm missing a couple people, but that's some people would say Isaiah.
Yeah.
I think I'm anti him because of the Laker. I don't like the Pistons from the 80s and the early 90s. Screw those guys.
This is not because of the Clippers, because I covered Chris Paul when he was with the Clippers. He was always very good to me.
Oh, wow.
Yes. People
this
don't know
is new
that.
material.
Yeah, his first year there, I was covering them a lot with the Lakers. So at that network. So I'm gonna brick it because I have him like sixth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just can't yet put him with, I don't know, Magic, Steph, Isaiah Thompson, Oscar Robertson,
Thomas.
and then
Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas.
I already had him in there, right?
You said Thompson.
I did.
Yeah. And I know
I
you
should
know what you're
literally
saying.
leave the show. If I say that, I should leave the show. Can we run back to the tape? We should actually take this
Edit
show
it
off
out.
the air. Yeah, that's the most ridiculous thing that's ever happened to me. I'm going to stop right here. I'm
you've
not going to talk.
you've never.
ever done that in my life. I'm actually done. Yeah, just go on to something else. I'm embarrassed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you put Oscar Robertson ahead of
You
him?
said
No,
Jay
I put
Kidd
Isaiah
when
Thompson.
he was
I can't
talking.
even believe I said that. I don't even go. Just
There's
go.
a lot going on with Klay Thompson, and then you said
Who
Steph
cares?
Curry.
Who cares?
Okay.
Yeah.
Bucket or brick? Lakers Clippers is
Don't
a
care.
rivalry.
Yeah.
You got to brick this. This is not a rivalry. This is like, okay, I went to school in Wisconsin. We like to say we're rivals with Michigan football. We are not. Michigan football doesn't think twice about us, or Ohio State football. You know, I don't think the Lakers really think that much about the Clippers. Sorry, guys. They think about Boston. They think about Portland, Sacramento. When that team's good, that's a fun intra-state rivalry. The Clippers thing. I mean, they've never met in the playoffs, Allie. I mean, if I had a magic 8-ball from back, you ever have one of these? You're too young.
I
probably.
did. No, I had.
You
one.
shake it up and you look at what it shows you.
Never told me what I wanted it to.
Ask
one.
again later is what my little
really funny,
magic
Brez.
8-ball would say, because no, it's not a rivalry. And Geet, feel free to bucket it, because I know you get up for this rivalry. I don't think it is. Just not enough April, May, June games between these guys. I guess only April and May, not a lot of June games between conference.
I'm deciding if I'm out of my self-timeout or not. I guess I need to be for
You're
the
out of
show.
it.
So I love your answer. Let me just say that. And I actually think Brez is right in terms of the Lakers and their brand. But I will go a different way, and I'll say bucket, because it is a rivalry for the fans and the people in this town, because you have to remember, Allie, no one cared about them. My entire life of living in this city, we knew nobody that rooted for them. But then it happened. The trade rescinded. They sent Chris Paul to the Clippers, Lob City with Blake and DeAndre, and they became relevant.
They were
I always
something.
tell Clipper Goof, who gets upset, they hate the Lakers, which is actually awesome. I think they should, but they always want to know why we hate them, because you're relevant. This is a good thing. When you become relevant, and now you're hanging out in our yard playing, we want you out. So yeah, it's a rivalry in that regard. Now it's never going to be. I mean, listen, they are like 8th on the list of LA teams. I mean, that's just factual.
Yeah, it's true.
Like of what
It's true.
people but the great owner, great new
it's
arena,
turning.
great teams. So like this, they deserve respect for sure. But we still can hate them.
Yeah.
Sports hate 100%, and it's a rivalry for me. But Brez is right. Lakers don't care.
Geet, who would be your top 5 Laker rivals? Boston, obviously.
Boston is 1A and 1B. It's just changed over the years. Like the Kings aren't anymore.
No.
The Spurs really aren't anymore. Like you said, it
I
depends
know.
on who you play. Warriors are still up there
yeah.
for sure because they're good. And for me, just personally, like Clippers, like I always want to beat them.
You know what was a sneaky good one? Not anymore so much. Utah.
Yeah, it used to be.
You had the
No
Karl
one
Malone
cares anymore.
teams.
Yep.
And
that was a big rivalry back in the day.
yeah. And It just hasn't
Kind
been
of
there.
Dallas now with Luka.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I was just told we had to wrap it up. We want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving this week from everyone here to you and yours at home. That does it for this edition of the Lakeshow podcast, presented by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Good times. I just want to
Get
apologize
that green bean casserole.
for the biggest mistake of my TV career.
It's just a slip of the tongue.